When the lights are finally off and the world stops calling my name, I let the silence sit with me and feel every bit of the pain. I smile all day like I'm okay, like nothing's wrong inside. But when the night closes the door, that's when I start to cry. I hold my breath so no one hears the breaking in my chest. These are the tears I hide at night when no one's watching me. I fall apart so quietly in places no one sees. I'm strong in front of everyone, but alone I lose the fight. I let my heart collapse in pieces with the tears I hide at I replay all the memories, your voice, your empty words. I wonder how you sleep so calm while I'm still getting hurt. I hug my pillow like it's you, pretend I'm not alone. I whisper things I never said into the dark unknown. I cry where love used to be and blame the stars above. These are the tears I hide at night that fall without a sound. I bury all my sadness deep so no one asks me now. I wear my smile like armor till morning brings the light, but my truth comes out in darkness with the tears I hide at night. If you knew how much I'm hurting, would you even care at all? Or would you turn away again and let me slowly fall? These are the tears I hide at night, they soak my lonely bed. I say the things I couldn't say inside my fragile head. I'm trying so hard to heal, but healing takes time. So tonight I let myself be weak with the tears I hide at night. I'll be okay by morning, but tonight I cry. I stay when things got messy, when love was hard to hold. I believed in us completely, even when your heart felt cold. Every argument, every distance, I tried to understand. I kept choosing you every time while you loosened your hands. I waited for you to try, but you never did. You never fought for me. for me. I watched you give up so easily, like I was hard to love. You didn't even ask me to stay, you just said it's not enough. I was worth the effort, wasn't I? Or was I just too much? You chose the easy way out and left me without your touch. I stood there waiting while you chose to leave. You never fought for me when it mattered most. I was still holding on to us while you already let go. I tried to save what was left, you didn't even try to see. I broke alone in front of you. You never fought for me. If I meant half of what you said, you would have stayed and tried. But love doesn't walk away so calm when it's real inside. You never fought for me, and that's what hurts the most. Not that you left my life, but how easy it was to go. I would have burned for our love, I would have bled to keep us free. But I was fighting all alone. You never fought for me. I was worth a fight, you just didn't fight. I learned how to speak softer so I wouldn't start a fight. I hid the parts you didn't like and called it compromise. I changed the way I dressed, the way I laughed, the way I dreamed. I made myself so small for you, you barely noticed me. I thought love meant disappearing so you could stay. I shrunk to please you, I bent until I broke. I swallowed every truth I had and turned it into hope. I erased myself slowly just to fit your view. I lost who I was loving you, I shrunk to please you. I stopped asking for attention, stopped needing too much care. I told myself my feelings were too heavy to be fair. I watched you grow more distant while I faded day by day. I was becoming someone else just to make you stay. I gave you all the space you wanted and lost myself inside. I shrunk to please you until I disappeared. I smiled through all the loneliness and hid behind my fear. You never asked me why I changed or what you put me through. You love the version I became. words you still have left. I shrunk to please you and paid the price. I traded my own heartbeat for a love that wasn't mine. Now I'm learning how to breathe again without losing truth. I won't disappear for love again, like I did for you. I'm finding me again, piece by piece. Used to think love meant bleeding, holding on through every tear. I thought pain was part of staying, that fear meant you were near. I called your coldness distance, your silence needing space. I kept excusing all the hurt just to keep your place. I mistook survival for love. Love shouldn't hurt like this. It shouldn't break my skin. I shouldn't have to lose myself just to be let in. If love is real, it doesn't leave you crying in the dark. Love shouldn't hurt like this or leave these scars on my heart. I stayed too long in sadness, calling it devotion. I drowned in all the what ifs and silent oceans. I begged for crumbs of kindness, like I didn't deserve more. I forgot what love felt like before you walked through my door. I learned the hard way what love isn't. Love shouldn't hurt like this. It shouldn't feel unsafe. I shouldn't be afraid to speak or scared you'll walk away. If love is warm, it doesn't freeze when things fall apart. Love shouldn't hurt like this or tear me from the start. If this is what love costs, I don't want it anymore. I'd rather be alone and healing than broken on your floor. Love shouldn't hurt like this. I finally see the truth. I was loving you with open wounds. You were never loving me too. I'm letting go of all the lies I held inside my chest. Love shouldn't hurt like this. And eyes were looking away. Your voice was calm, a little careful, like you practiced what to say. I listened to every sentence, felt the truth between the lines. You said you loved me, said you cared, but I heard you lying. Your words were soft, but they didn't feel real. I heard you lying when you spoke to me, even when you swore it was true. Your mouth said love, your heart said gone, and I felt it breaking through. I trusted you with everything, you still chose to hide. You looked right at my hurting eyes, and I heard you lying. You blamed the timing, blamed the distance, blamed the world outside. But love doesn't need so many reasons when it's alive. I nodded like I believed you, like my heart wasn't screaming no. I stayed quiet so you wouldn't see what I already know. I stopped asking questions because I knew the answers. I heard you lying in the silence after every word you said. I felt the weight of all the truth you left inside my head. You held my hand while letting go, so calm, so kind. You said goodbye without the truth, but I heard you lying. Did you think I wouldn't notice? Did you think I was that blind? I loved you enough to trust you, and strong enough to read the signs. I heard you lying when you told me that it wasn't someone new. You said there was nothing going on, but my heart already knew. I wish you would have just been honest instead of letting me drown. Just say the love you already left while I heard you lying. I didn't need proof. I followed the truth. into the room you left and felt the silent scream. Your chair still held your shadow, but it was only me. I touched the things you used to hold, the scent still in the air. It's funny how a place can be alive and vanish when you're not there. Every corner whispers your absence. Every wall echoes my pain. It's empty where you were, like a song without its sound. The laughter that once lived here is nowhere to be found. I try to fill the space, but nothing fits the same. It's hollow in my chest, empty where you were. I sit in the places you used to sit, pretend you're still around, but the air feels cold now, and my heart weighs me down. I replay every small memory, every touch, every glance. I keep hoping you'll return, but it's just a ghost of chance. The world is moving, I am frozen, trapped in what's left behind. It's empty where you were, no warmth, no love, no home. The smiles we shared are shadows, I feel them all alone. I reach for your hand in the dark, but only find the air. Your presence was my anchor, now it's empty where you were. I thought love would linger even when you left, but all that's left is silence and the emptiness you left. It's empty where you were. The heartache fills the space. I'm learning how to breathe alone and face your vanished face. The love I held is gone, the memories fade too. All that remains tonight is empty where you were. Empty where you were. Empty where you were. And days go on, but I remain lost inside this quiet pain. I thought the hurt would fade with time, but your absence still feels like a crime. I smile in front of everyone, pretend that I'm okay, but in the corners corners of my mind. I'm still falling every day. I try to speak, but words betray me. I try to move, but my heart stays. I'm still crying softly, even when the sun is blind. I'm still holding pieces of a love that left that night. No one sees the tears I hide. No one feels the ache inside. I'm still crying softly, though the world's moved on outside. I hear your voice in empty rooms. I feel your touch in the air. I reach for things that aren't there and find only despair. I tell myself to be strong, to let go and forgive, but my heart keeps whispering, there's no way I could forget. Every memory is a shadow. Every thought a chain. I'm still crying softly, even when I laugh again. And still mending broken parts that love left in my hands. I hide behind a quiet smile while my soul bleeds out inside. I'm still crying softly, though I try to run and hide. Maybe one day it'll end. Maybe I'll heal and breathe. But tonight I feel your absence, like the wound I can't retrieve. I'm still crying softly in the dark where no one sees. I'm still loving what I lost, still aching on my knees. I hold the pieces of my heart that you left behind. I'm still crying I gave you all I had to give, my heart, my soul, my time. I stayed when it was hard to love, believed in every sign. I fought for us when storms arrived, kept hope when you withdrew. I whispered stay and held your hand, but your love never grew. I saw the truth behind your smile, the way you drifted away. You didn't love me enough, not enough to stay. I gave my all, my everything, but you let it fade away. I was burning with devotion while you were cold and free. You didn't love me enough to even try to see. I counted every little thing I thought would make you stay. I bent my heart and broke myself, but you just walked away. I loved you in the quiet, I loved you through the pain, but love can't live alone, you see, if it's only half the flame. I finally understood the truth, too late to make you care. You didn't love me enough to fight, to feel, to stay. I gave you love that could have saved, but you turned it all away. I bled for us in secret, I broke when no one knew. You didn't love me enough, and now I'm losing you. If love was enough, we'd still be here. If love was enough, you'd hold me near, but your heart wasn't mine, and your love wasn't clear. You didn't love me enough, and now the truth is plain. I loved you more than you could love, and felt all of the pain. I'll carry this, but I'll survive, though it hurts so much. I loved you fully, truly, but you didn't love me enough, not enough. You never loved me enough. I gave you all my heart in silence. I whispered love in the dark. I held you close in every storm, but you never felt my spark. I stayed awake through lonely nights, dreaming you'd see me there, but love was only mine to give. stepped inside. I loved alone while you walked free. I poured my soul into your hands, but you didn't need me. I cried without your comfort, I smiled without your touch. I loved alone, and it hurt too much. I tried to reach your distant heart. I tried to make you care, but every effort, every hope fell into empty air. I whispered promises at night, hoping you'd hear them too. But love can't live where it's unreturned, and I loved alone for you. I kept giving, even silently, while you gave nothing back. I loved alone through every tear. I stayed when you ignored me and faced my deepest fear. I held the warmth for both of us, even when it was gone. I loved alone, and somehow kept holding on. Maybe one day I'll forgive myself for giving more than I should, but tonight I feel the ache of loving for good. I loved alone, and the pain is mine. I held a love so deep and true, you never made it shine. I'll learn to mend, I'll learn to breathe, though the hurt lingers on. I loved alone, and now you're gone. Hello, loved I packed my heart in silent boxes. No one saw me leave. I walked past all our memories without a sound, without reprieve. I held my tears behind closed doors. I whispered to the night. I let go of your hand so gently, but it felt like losing light. I wanted one last word, but the words got lost inside. This is my quiet goodbye. No show. I'm leaving with a broken heart, but no one needs to know. I loved you to the end, but love couldn't make you stay. This is my quiet goodbye, and now fade slowly away. I traced the paths we used to walk, smiled at the ghosts we made. I felt your shadow linger still, but knew it would soon fade. I carried all the love I gave in pockets of my chest. I walked into the morning light with all my pain suppressed. I didn't want to hurt you, even as you left me behind. This is my quiet goodbye. No screams, no fight, no blame. I'm leaving with my shattered dreams and whispering your name. I held on long enough, I fought, I bled, I tried. This is my quiet goodbye. I'm letting go inside. Maybe someday you'll understand the love I let go unspoken. Maybe someday I'll heal from this heart that's still broken. This is my quiet goodbye. The last piece of me fades. I leave the pain, the love, the past in silent shadowed shades. I loved you with all I was, but now it's time to fly. This is my quiet goodbye. I'll leave without a cry. Goodbye. Quiet.